this is yours truly, Charles Prosper, your consistency success coach. And I am sure you have seen, whenever you look up the subject of how to be consistent, you're going to see the title, How to Force Yourself to Be Consistent, or simply Force Yourself to Be Consistent. Force yourself to be consistent. Well, this is only partially true, because as you will see in this installment, in this presentation, that having to force yourself to do something is only in the beginning. The idea is that when you continue to do whatever it is that you plan to accomplish on a regular routine basis of same time and same place, it picks up a certain momentum and you get into a flow, and then the discipline dissipates, it just disappears, and there's no more a question of you having to force yourself. You see, most of the time, unconsciously, I believe that we're waiting to feel like doing something that we don't want to do before we do it. That's why we procrastinate. That's why we don't do it immediately, because we're waiting to feel like doing it. And I say, do it even though you're not ready to begin, and you will be surprised that you pick up momentum as you go along. Take, for example, a single man who sees a very attractive lady and he wants to approach her and talk to her and maybe get to know her and even get a phone number. Well, with many men, there's this sense of, I'm not ready to do it yet. I'm just not ready. I need to wait. So procrastination sets in through fear. And I say, in a situation like that, just do it before you're ready. Do it without thinking. Just do it even though you're not ready to do it, and momentum picks up. This is true with anything that you feel that you need to do. When moods come in to get in the way of you beginning, and I always say that moods are not your friends, I say feel the mood and do it anyway. The idea is that to circumvent this feeling of not being ready and procrastination and waiting for the perfect time, the secret is begin even though you're not ready to begin, and momentum picks up. So the whole idea of forcing yourself to be consistent, again, is something that you need to do in the beginning. And then over time and through a routine of same time and same place, flow begins, and then it becomes a natural part of who you are, and there's no more forcing involved. Okay, let's take a look. Hello, my friend. I want to talk about a YouTube title on consistency that I see consistently in a lot of presenters who want to give advice on how to be consistent. And this particular title is that you see over and over again with different experts and motivators, teachers. The title is Force Yourself to Be Consistent. Force yourself to be consistent. And it's partially true. The idea is not just force yourself to be consistent, but really it is a matter of forcing yourself to begin to be consistent. You only need to force yourself, if necessary, to get started, to break the inertia, to go in the opposite direction of your comfort zone. But the idea is that if you do a particular routine of same time and same place, you will find that discipline is only discipline in the beginning. That is, after a period of time, usually I would say about 40 days, discipline dissipates and becomes a natural routine, which you feel that when the certain time and the certain place happens, you naturally know what you have to do at that time and at that place, such that you feel like doing it without any effort, which usually takes about 40 days that I have noticed for a habit to begin to set in. And there are many examples of this that you can see that this is the case. For example, let's say you want to go to the gym and you have not been to a gym in years. So you're going to have to shake out the inertia and break through the old routine of not going. In the beginning, it may be a case of forcing yourself because you have reasons why you want to go to the gym. You have reasons why you want to improve your body. So in the beginning, yes, you may have to force yourself, but keep in mind that the key to being successful with consistency, when it has to do with something that's going to happen regularly, is to decide to do that particular activity at the same time and at the same place. In the case of the gym, if you're going to go and you're going to start at a certain time that you know that you will go every day. For example, let's say 7 a.m. And my suggestion is that you go and work out at the same place to give yourself a feeling of familiarity. Be this same place in your garage or in a specific gym. So you begin by going at 7 o'clock at the particular gym that's in your area. In the beginning, in the first few days, you may feel that you're forcing yourself, but something magical happens after about a week or 2 weeks, and especially 3 weeks, when you start to hit the 40-day mark, that it becomes a natural part of who you are, such that when 7 o'clock happens, you feel like going to that gym. It is no longer a matter of forcing yourself. Keep that in mind. At this point, it is no longer a matter of forcing yourself. Discipline is only in the beginning, and discipline dissipates after you have established a same time and same place routine. You can see this also if you were to say have a goal of studying for an advanced degree. I would suggest that you study at the same time and at the same place. If the time that you choose to study is 6 a.m. in the morning at your kitchen table, then you make sure that it is every morning at 6 a.m. on your kitchen table. And in the beginning, you may have to push yourself to get going. But if you maintain the same time and same place routine, you will find that you get into flow, usually after a couple of weeks. You want to start a new business and you need to study and learn certain skills. Well, plan to do whatever it is that you want to do or need to do at the same time and at the same place. And over the regularity of 2 or 3 weeks and 4 weeks, you will find that it becomes a natural part of who you are, so that the whole idea of forcing yourself to be consistent is only an initial and a temporary experience. That is, if you can break through the initial resistance and be consistent over the first few weeks, you will find that you will no longer have to force yourself to be consistent. You will then be consistent naturally and be able to enjoy it. Okay, I think now you got it. The idea is just begin. And in the beginning, you will feel the resistance, but over the period of same time and same place, through regular repeating of the same process, you will find that there's no more forcing involved, that everything becomes natural. Now, before we go, I would like to invite you to my community of consistent-minded people at the Prosper Consistency Success membership site, where you will become part of a family of consistent-minded people where we help each other stay focused and consistent until we achieve our goals. You will be assigned an accountability partner to help you stay focused until you achieve your goal, as you will be an accountability partner for some other member to help that person stay focused until they achieve their goal. Additionally, there will be live coaching calls where you can call in and get answers to your pressing questions and challenges that you may be facing in your path to consistency. So, without further ado, I would invite you to go right now to www.consistencysuccesscoach.com, and you will be glad that you did. And please note that I put out daily consistent content on the subject of consistency. So if you would like to be privy to receive notifications when the new installments come out, I would suggest that you subscribe to the channel, and more importantly, I ask that you give a like at the very least, because when you do so, you help me to improve the channel and to help other people with the installments that we have. So, as I like to say, before we go, stay consistent and be successful.